Hello everyone. Welcome to this MCQ revision session for class FY BBA, and the subject is Basics of Cost Accounting. So let's start. First question is there. In brief, dash is the activity of finding out the cost of products and services. Options are financial accounting, B option management accounting, C option corporate accounting, and D option is cost accounting. So, what will be the correct answer? See, the activity of finding out the cost of products and services. You are finding out totally the cost. Okay, so the correct answer will be cost accounting. Other accounting means financial accounting, management accounting, and corporate accounting are meant for historical costs. You are finding out historic means you are preparing reports or financial statements on the basis of historical cost, and in cost accounting you are finding out the cost of products itself. Let's move towards the next question. The term costing and cost accounting are many times used interchangeably, but the scope of cost accounting is. So what will be the options? Limited as compared to costing, broader than that of costing, equal to costing, and the last option is there is no relation between costing and cost accounting. See, what question says the term costing and cost accounting are many times used interchangeably, but the scope of cost accounting is. See, costing is just finding out the cost of a particular product, whereas cost accounting scope is broader than that of costing. Okay? It includes so many methods for cost ascertainment. So the correct answer will be broader than that of costing. Next question is direct expenses are also called what? First option major expenses, second option chargeable expenses, third option overhead expenses, and the last option is sundry expenses. So being costing students, you must have to classify direct expenses and indirect expenses. So direct expenses are known as chargeable expenses. Okay, they are chargeable to products directly. So the correct answer is chargeable expenses. Let's move towards the next question. The next question is total of all direct costs is termed as. What will be the options? First option is prime cost. Second option is works cost. Third option, cost of sales. And the last option is cost of production. So what will be the correct answer? When we are calculating the cost, total of all direct cost is termed as prime cost. Okay, so the correct answer is prime cost. It includes all direct expenses, means direct labor, direct wages. Alternate name for direct labor is direct wages, direct material consumed, and direct expenses. So it is termed as prime cost. Next is audit fees is a part of what? First option, works on cost. Second option, selling overhead. Third option, distribution overhead. And fourth option is administration overheads. See, if we consider audit fees, it is totally related with your books of accounts and your audit. Okay, audit of books of accounts. So whatever fees are paid for doing audit is your administration overhead. Okay, it is not related with your product or your production process. So the correct option is administration overhead. Then next question is, the ascertainment of costs after they have been incurred is known as what? Options are, first option marginal costing, second option historical costing, third option sunk cost, and the fourth option is notional cost. See, what is the question? The ascertainment of costs after they have been incurred. Okay, means you are finding out the cost after, means you have paid for that, they have incurred. Okay, so it is not marginal costing. Okay, marginal costing means change in the cost. Okay, or change in various cost. Then sunk cost is not related with the cost which are incurred. Okay, and this is not the notional cost, it is historical cost. Okay, so the correct option is historical costing. Means you are finding out or you are ascertaining the costs after they have been incurred. Okay, so it was happened in past, you are paying that cost in some previous period. Okay, so that are known as historical costing. Then the next question is, which of the following is not a selling overhead? Option A, insurance to cover sold goods while in transit. B option, royalty on sales. C option, legal cost on debt realization. And the last one is distribution of samples. So, see, the question is asked for a non-selling overhead. Okay, which expenditure of this is not a selling overhead? Means that expenditure is not related with your sales. If we look at the options, insurance to cover sold goods while in transit, yes, it is related to sales. Royalty on sales, yes, it is related to sales. Legal cost on debt realization. Okay, on this point you have to think little bit. Why? Because see, whatever legal charges you are paying for your receivables, okay, for your debt realization, whatever amount is due to you is not receivable on time, so that you have filed, suppose you have filed a case on that person, and whatever expenses you are spending is not related with your sales. Okay, and if we look at the fourth option, distribution of samples, yes, it is related with sales. Okay, it will increase your sales. So the correct option is legal cost on debt realization. So let's move towards the next question. Fixed cost per unit increases when option A, variable cost per unit increases, variable cost per unit decreases, C option, production volume increases, and the last option is production volume decreases. See, the question is asked for fixed cost. Okay, means when fixed cost per unit increases, see, in total fixed cost remains same. Okay, but if we consider for unit, it changes. Okay, so if we consider volume, okay, means fixed cost per unit increases when production volume decreases. Okay, so fixed cost in total remains same, whatever will be your production. Okay, But if we consider it for per unit, then it will increase when production volume decreases. Okay. Then the next question is the process of grouping of costs according to some common characteristics. What it called? The options are absorption, second option primary distribution, third option secondary distribution, and the last one is classification. Okay, so see what question says: the process of grouping of costs according to some common characteristics. Means what? You are dividing cost in proper groups. Okay, similar nature cost will go in one group. Okay, so it will called as what? It is classification. Okay, so the correct answer is classification. In this, you are grouping or you are dividing cost on some common characteristics. Means similar nature cost will go in one group. Okay, that is classification. Then next question: an overhead absorption rate is used to what? See, to share out options are share out common costs over benefiting cost centers. Option B, find the total overheads for a cost center. Option C, charge overheads to products. And option D, control overheads. See, what question asked is an overhead absorption rate is used to. Why we calculate overhead absorption rate? See, see why we calculate overhead absorption rate? See, we use this rate to charge overheads to products. Means what? Whatever overheads, whatever indirect expenses are incurred for producing one product, okay, for that overhead must have to be considered to a certain proper cost of production. Okay, so as per that absorption rate, we are charging overheads to products. So the correct option is option C, charge overheads to products. Then next question is cost apportionment involves. Option A, the sharing out of overheads to service departments. Option B, the sharing out of common costs to departments. Option C, the allocation of direct costs to departments. And the last option is the sharing out of costs to products. Okay, so cost apportionment, what it involves? See, so see, cost apportionment is what? Cost apportionment means allotment of proportions or items of cost to cost centers or cost units. Okay. See, it is the distribution of common cost to different departments on some suitable basis. Okay. So here the correct option is the sharing out of common cost to departments. Okay. So let's move towards the next question. Cost plus contract are undertaken for production of dash products. Okay. See, the options are SSI, small products or low value products, and the last option is highly specialized products. Okay. So what will be the correct option? Cost plus contract. You must know the meaning of cost plus contract. See, the cost plus contract means what? See, under this, the contractee agrees to pay to the contractor the actual cost of work done plus an agreed percentage thereof cover uh, to cover overhead expenses and profits. Okay, see, these this method is employed in highly specialized products. Okay, so here the correct option is highly specialized product. Why highly specialized products? See, uh, where the estimated cost of contract cannot be ascertained accurately because of the frequent changes in the prices of materials and labor rates, or where the work to be done is not fixed at the time of placing the contract, and when the contract is totally new to the contractor, or where the contract requires fairly a long period to complete the same. Okay, so highly specialized, for highly specialized products, cost plus contract is undertaken, or this method is followed. The next question: escalation clause aims at safeguarding the interest of dash against unforeseen rise in cost. What are the options? See, options are contractor, option B contractee, option C builder, and option D party. So, what will be the correct option? Correct option will be a contractor. Why contractor? Because when the prices are likely to change, okay, what prices of material and labor. Okay, by adding this clause, the contractor makes it clear to his customer that price quoted is dependent on prevailing market prices of cost elements. Okay, so escalation clause protects the interest of contractor against unfavorable changes in cost of raw materials, labor, and overheads. Okay, so answer of this is a contractor. Means escalation clause for is for safeguarding the interest of contractor. Okay, let's move towards the next question. The sum of a value of work certified and uncertified appearing in the contract account is called. What it called? Options are: first option work done, second work in process, third work completed, and the last one is work in progress. So see, we know WIP, but the question is little bit what to say, googly. Okay, why googly? Work in process is also given and work in progress is also given. Okay, so what will be the correct option? The correct option will be work in progress. Okay, correct option is work in progress. Then next question. See, in process costing, each process is treated as a separate. Options are: first option cost center, second option cost unit, third option cost structure, and the last option is cost industry. Okay. So see, in process costing means what? Each process is treated as a separate cost center. Okay. So the correct option is cost center. So hope so you understood this MCQ session and little bit you have revised the topics. Okay. Thank you.